has served as the Black Law Student Association Academic Chair and is currently a fellow in the Criminal Law and Policy Initiative, is staff editor on the Public Contract Law Journal, and a member of the Moot Court Board. He split this past summer working first at a law firm where he just got a permanent offer. And then in our Oxford program on international human rights in Oxford, England. I think he's almost over his jet lag. Please help me welcome Damilola.
Thank you, Damilola. So welcome to the George Washington University Law School. Congratulations. I remember when I first started law school, I never understood why people congratulated us for starting law school. It's like someone congratulating me before I gave the speech. But I've come to realize that congratulations are in store for many reasons. For some of you, you are the first in your family to attend law school. For others, you are achieving a lifelong dream. But for you all, you are embarking on a journey that many aspire to, but few actually realize. So congratulations. People have always possessed preconceived notions about our world. Centuries ago, because we seem to experience the world as flat, we assumed the world was indeed flat. But others, they believed it was round. It took those brave enough to challenge those preconceived notions and embark on a journey to the end of the world, pursuing truth wherever it may lead. And eventually, they discovered that the preconceived notions about our world were mistaken. In fact, our world is round. You are embarking on a journey. You are embarking on a journey into understanding the entirety of the laws and rules we place on our world as a society, the terms of the social contract. You undoubtedly will possess your own preconceived notions about how our laws do and should govern our world. And while on this journey, you may very well find that the laws in our world are as you assumed, but most likely, you will learn that our world and its laws are not as flat as you once thought. This is a journey riddled with circumstances outside of your control. But fear not. Before you go, I'd like to leave you with 3 important points. Let humility be your anchor. Let your passions be your North Star. And let the pursuit of knowledge be the wind behind your sails. Let me explain further. This journey will humble you, so you must humble yourself first. This is one of the most important lessons I have gleaned from my law school journey. I arrived at law school very motivated. I just graduated from college on a high note. I was finally performing well academically and enjoying a successful conclusion to my undergraduate career. This fueled me to ensure that I started law school on the right foot and not play catch-up like I did in college. My civil procedure midterm was my first opportunity to see just what I could do. And Professor Peterson was my civil procedure professor. I studied my butt off for it. And after the midterm, I met up with my Boston mentor. And he asked me how I did. Confidently, I replied, "Oh, I set the curve." But weeks later, I saw my score and let's not talk about it. The point is, self-imposed humility is much kinder to the frail ego. But most importantly, it does not matter how smart you are, because all your classmates are just as smart, if not smarter. And the curve sometimes can be unpredictable. Humility is precious. Do not make my mistakes. Anchor yourself in it. You can maintain humility if you operate through empathy. Empathy affords you the best opportunity to understand someone else's journey by forcing you to include yourself in it, allowing you to see where they have traversed and understand how they feel in this current stage. Empathy allows you to understand that life is not black and white, it's gray. Life is complicated, thus preventing you from casting quick and unqualified judgments about the people around you and on yourself. Most importantly, empathy engenders within you the ability to appreciate the inherent fallibility of the human experience and the ability to take law school serious, but not yourself too serious, allowing you to become kind to yourself. Be serious in your studies, but don't take yourself too seriously. Be kind to yourself. You may fail, but you are not a failure. Those around you may disappoint you, but they are not disappointments. You may encounter many defeats, but you will not be defeated. This journey will humble you, so you must humble yourself first by operating through empathy. Second, put prestige aside and let your passion serve as your guide. Life is short, so pursue what makes you happy. You can discover those passions by looking inward and paying attention. Did a particular topic upset you? Did a particular ruling seem off to you? Did a particular reading keep you up at night? Pay attention to what moves you emotionally, and then work to bring about change, because you will soon have the power to create it. And if we want a better world, we have to be the ones to design it. For me, it is inequality. I first discovered this passion in college. I switched my major to social policy, and I became increasingly aware of the rampant inequality that primarily subjugates poor people and people of color in America. Inequality in education, income, justice, and the list goes on. One of my favorite quotes is from Gandhi: "Be the change you seek in the world." This is why I embark on the same journey as you. I seek to one day dismantle gross systematic inequality. Throughout law school, plenty of classes and discussions have reminded me and reinvigorated this passion. Classes and topics that upset me, that motivated me, and that made me more focused. Look out for them throughout your journey. For me, it was my criminal law class. There were many rulings that seemed off to me, that kept me up at night, wondering why at times our criminal justice system punishes the sick instead of healing them. Pondering why the system is no longer built to rehabilitate, but to incarcerate. Questioning how as a society we can support stand your ground laws that disproportionately lead to the death of Black victims and the acquittal of their shooters. These issues upset me, bringing me to the verge of tears on numerous occasions. But they motivated me, because even though I was studying law as it was written, it did not mean that those same laws could not be changed in the future. It made me more focused because I realized my understanding of these issues and these laws provide me with an opportunity to find ways to effectuate the change that I seek and become the change that I seek in the world, like mine. Your conscience will send you subtle signals about what you truly find important. Listen, pay attention, and have the courage to let it drive you, even if it drives you away from prestigious opportunities. Unfortunately, our profession is extremely prestige-driven. It is a tragic flaw. The sole pursuit of prestige is not a path to happiness. It is a path that leads to comparison, and comparison either leads to bitterness or vanity. There is so much more to life than that. So put prestige aside and let your passions be your guide. Lastly, make the most of this journey. Do not wait aimlessly. Constantly pursue knowledge, letting this aim drive you along this journey. One of the first things law school helps you realize is there is a lot you do not know. A lot. If you come across something you do not know, especially in conversation, ask for clarity, or at least look it up. Pursuing knowledge means distancing yourself from ignorance and running towards the truth. Do not be naive and assume your learning will come only from capturing all your professor's words during their lectures or faithfully highlighting every word in your torch book. The best learning, real learning, will also come from interactions with your classmates. Do not forget, you're not only learning from the brightest minds in the world. You are also learning with the brightest minds in the world. So lean into one another. This also means sharing your views in class, while also being aware of the space you take up. Diversity of thought is crucial to attaining true knowledge. Most importantly, the knowledge you attain will also come from reflecting on your journey, reflecting on your successes and your failures. Throughout this journey, you will grow tremendously. Constant reflection is the only way to internalize and appreciate the knowledge you acquire from yourself. Something I came to terms with is that I am a full-fledged nerd. And since you were studying law school at a top law school as well, sorry, but the verdict is in. You're guilty of being nerds as well. But appreciate this, find comfort in it, and embark on this journey with a true nerd's sense of constant and open intellectual curiosity. Never stop asking why, because this journey requires constant critical thinking. Remember, you are traversing into the gray, into murky waters engulfed in fog. Your intellectual curiosity and pursuit of knowledge will lead you to the most complex issues facing our world. And empathy will help you understand these issues are not one-sided. And critical thinking will help you navigate through the fog, affording you the ability to understand these issues not from the surface level, but to the depths. We know the world is not flat. It continues on and on. Similarly, this journey you have embarked on does not end. You must constantly anchor yourself in humility. Let your passions, not prestige, serve as your guide, and let the constant pursuit of knowledge propel you across the world and back. The George Washington University Law School's class of 2022. You got this. It's okay to feel overwhelmed or confused. Everyone who has traversed this path has felt the same, but you have the capacity to succeed. You would not be here if people did not believe in your ability to achieve greatness. Rest assured, you are not embarking on this journey alone. The GW Law community is here for you. The SBA is here for you. I am here for you. Class of 2022, Godspeed.